here are 3 horror trends that I love. The first one is twisted romance horror. I've talked about this a couple of times on my channel before, but I absolutely love this trend. Films like Lisa Frankenstein, Companion, Together explore what it's like to be in a dysfunctional relationship. And then of course there's films like Fresh, which are about the dangers of dating. So I just feel like there's so many different things that you can do with this trend. Another horror trend I love is grief horror. This was really popular last year with Bring Her Back, The Shrouds, The Surrender, and to some extent 28 years later in Until Dawn. I really like this trend because just like with the previous one, there's just so many different things that you can explore. You know, grief is just such a universal feeling, and that sense of loss, regardless of whether it's a person or an opportunity, it's just something that we can all relate to. I just think that there's a reason why this trend just keeps coming back, and I really love it. I look forward to seeing We Bury the Dead and Return to Silent Hill and a bunch of other horror films that I think are going to be grief horror. The last trend is pregnancy horror. Unfortunately, we didn't see a whole lot of it last year. In fact, I can't think of a single major release that featured pregnancy as a major storyline, or even that had a pregnant character. And looking at the list of at least some of the more major films that have been announced, it doesn't seem like there's going to be any pregnancy horror this year. At least not in any major releases. And it's a shame that there's not as many pregnancy horror films, because I think that pregnancy horror creates so many wonderful opportunities for body horror and for commentaries on bodily autonomy. And, you know, The First Omen and Immaculate, there's just been so many good ones in the last couple years. So I really hope that this trend comes back. So let me know what you think of these 3 trends, and what are your favorite horror trends? Let me know in the comment section below.